Right, guys, we're sitting here with Xterminator at the gym. The only time I could catch him is at the gym. Xterminator, you grew up in a very, very rough part of town. Was it early in your life that it was sink or swim, that you had to fight to get your recognition, or how did it work growing up in such a rough area?
Don, you must remember, when we grew up in Claremont, I'm talking about myself and Nancy, and all the guys growing up in that area specifically, it was tough.
Yeah.
It was survival of the fittest. So, yes, that's where everything started. Everything started for me. So, when you play like a team sport, you'll never get anywhere.
Yeah.
So, you have to choose. You have to choose an individual sport where other boxing, whatever. But I fell in love. Actually, fell in love with wrestling. So, yes, it was tough, circumstances. There wasn't the resources, but hey, that's where it all started for me.
Right.
And then moved on from South Center with the likes of your best wrestlers like Anansi.
George, in your younger days, some people found you abrasive. You didn't keep quiet. You spoke your mind, and it sometimes rubbed people up the wrong way. Do you look at some of those earlier confrontations and think, man, I really could have done things a little bit differently?
Honestly, no. Don, honestly, no. That's my personality. What you see is what you get. Abrasive, yes, I am. Arrogant, yes, I am. Yes, I'm vain as well. I know my quality.
Yeah.
So no, not at all. That's my personality. And if you look at international stars, that is what made them what they are.
Yeah.
I don't like comparing ourselves to international stars at certain stages. I don't like it because we've got our own talent.
Yeah.
For me being at NXT, I was told by the best of the best, like your Dusty Rhodes. Have your own personality. Say what you want to say. Say the way you want to say. People doesn't like it. They don't like it.
Yeah.
But don't change yourself with anyone else. So no, not at all. No,
Okay.
not at all.
Well, while we're here, let's talk about international stars. You were in the ring in India with Bobby Lashley and Carlito and things like that. You've wrestled Jack Swagger from AEW. Out of those three, who gave you the best match?
Oh, Don, I was privileged to get opportunities from Mark. And I'm going to mention Mark's name because he gave us that opportunities.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley, what an athlete, physical athlete. Carlito, what a gentleman,
Yeah.
He's got all that psychology from a young age. He was into pro wrestling. But the best ever competition, the softest wrestler I've ever wrestled when it came to professional wrestling, was Jack Swagger.
Yeah.
He's extremely good. He took me to the next level, and that was my best match ever internationally.
Yeah.
Was with Jack Swagger, that's it. So Jack Swagger, all the credit to him.
Yeah.
Awesome athlete, best ring psychology. I couldn't ask for better than Jack Swagger himself.
Right. You were one of the OGs, the original guys on the WWP Thunderstrike at a young age as well. How was that experience on Thunderstrike? I mean, dealing with guys like Donnie Britz, Steve Dibbers, those type of guys.
You said in early days, I think we all were youngsters. Yeah, you just spoken about legends now. You're looking at Donnie Britz, even Tornado. Remember, Tornado trained me.
Yeah.
Tornado to Steve Davis. So, wow. If you look at athletes like Becky the taxi driver, Anansi, I have to mention Steve Eden. We were all youngsters. We were early 20s by then. I think WWP had all the best young talents. And if you look at all the women, we had lots of female wrestlers at it. Quality. So wow, that was like going into being a rookie at WWE, you know.
Yeah.
So that was like, we put our bodies on the line. We were excited. Then you've got me speechless, yeah, Don. You've got me speechless, yeah. I totally forgot about it. No, that was like living in a dream world. That was our WWE.
Yeah.
So going back, wrestling against guys like that. Remember we had THUNDERSTRIKE?
Yeah.
Was wrestling for a while. We had, yes man, I can give you names, yeah. AWB.
Yeah, Raging Fury with the tag champs, yeah.
Damn, yeah. And the Van der Westhuizen brothers.
Yeah.
Damn, let's not forget them.
And Blacksmith and the Woodcarver.
Woodcarver.
Yeah.
Wow.
The coal miners as well. Brahm
No,
and...
this is guys that fought the way for us.
Yeah.
And then I have to say, no one else, no other promoting WWP or in South Africa or wherever or whenever could have created this opportunity in our early days for us than Mark Beal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mark has taken us to places we could only dream of being, you know. And that was awesome. That was just Thunderstrike. Now you're opening a can of worms. Yeah, we can talk for hours about it. So, damn, that was awesome. Being on TV, people recognizing you in the street. Hey, if I only knew then what I know now, man, you know, that would have been. Now with age comes wisdom and maturity, and we were all youngsters. That was awesome, Don. I don't know what to say. Speechless.
At which point was it? The first season or the second season that you became All Africa champion?
I think it was. Remember, I became All African champion just before the TV series.
Yeah.
Actually, I've actually beaten Tornado.
Yeah.
After that, believe it, I was the fastest wrestler winning and losing the Death Faction title.
Yeah.
In 60 seconds, Becky took it from me. So I was never All African champion in the series or the series at that stage, but yeah.
There's a very famous pose of you with the title belt on. I wonder if you can give us a quick little
The one with the Death Faction.
Yeah, that's the one. A little.
I still remember. I think it was something like.
With the belt on and everything like that, man.
Damn, yeah, that was me being the Death Faction champion for. What can I say, Don?
A minute
60
and 30
seconds. Less than 60 seconds.
Man, it was.
We had the good guys winning the titles by then. Remember we had
Alkebulon, yeah? Alkebulon.
Championship. We had the Death Faction title as well. Oh, we were going well. Yeah.
And
I think I need to train harder to get to the next CPW championship.
That's it. This past weekend at the Arnolds, you came close to winning the Champions of War tournament. Is this going to motivate you now to take that next step to possibly challenge for the CPW World Championship?
Oh, definitely not. I actually believe at this stage in my life, I'm looking good. Mm-hmm. I'm training very, very hard. My passion for wrestling is back again. I'm at an age where I'm matured where I actually would like to go for a title. Any title. Remember this, looking at CPW at this stage, they've got all the good titles you really want to wrestle for.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll definitely go after a 90s title. I'd love to get a 90s title. We had a feud for a few years before it led up to me winning the All African title from him.
Right.
Also the All African title now, I like to get, who's this guy now again?
Mark Zounder. Some Capetonian guy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know him, but I'll go for him as well. But let him keep it for a while because I know it's not really competition. So I'll go for that title as well. But yeah, I'd love to go for a title. I'm dedicated. I'm hardworking. I'm into the business. I'm passionate. And you know, let me say it in Afrikaans. I'm driven, man. It's the drive. There's no dog. Obvious. Hey, let's go for a title shot somewhere.
That's it. Do you foresee a rematch with Joshua? I know the ending was a bit contentious. with the pin there. Do you think it's something just to tick it off later and say, okay, look, we'll take care of that one before we carry on?
Sorry, Don, I apologize. I didn't answer your question actually for the Arnolds, but yes, remember, I had 2 brutal matches against Crow. All was solid matches. I even had you there, but we won't go into that match.
We won't talk about that.
So yeah, with the Joshua, he took the opportunity. I think, I'm going to say it in Afrikaans, verskoon my, die ref was rarig deur die kak. That wasn't the 3 count, but hey, let's give it to Joshua, he deserves it. Came through the ranks. So yeah, I'm in for any rematches. I'm actually here to fight again. I'm driven now, man. Let me give Joshua a run for his money.
There we go.
Let's go for it.
There we go. All right, Xterminator. Back in the day, you were also a pretty good tag team wrestler, pretty decent tag team wrestler. Obviously, you know, with your physique and things like that, you were destined for single stardom and things like that. CPW introduces a trios tag team championship. Who would you like your 2 partners to be, and who would you like your 3 partners to be on the other side of the ring for those titles?
Oh, looking at 2 partners. Now I must actually choose wisely here because, damn man. Let me think, and I'm going to go back to the days where I started.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay. Kwato Kid, unfortunately, has passed away.
Oh, man.
He's alive.
Can I have him?
You can have him if you want.
Cool.
Donnie Brits and Donnie Forges, both alive. Wim Skull, alive.
Oh, fuck.
Scorpion Kruger, alive.
No, you're making it tough for me. Can I only choose 2?
You can only choose 2.
Oh man.
2 with and 3 against.
Damn. Okay, no. You changed it.
No, change the rules at my show. I can change the rules if I want.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely. Man, let me take Wato
Okay.
and Becky
All right.
in my team. Becky,
Okay.
the taxi driver. Oh man. Me, Becky, and taxi driver. Definitely.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, this one. Our opponents must be.
Okay.
Let me choose Skull.
Okay.
Let me go for Nightmare.
Okay.
And let me just take Crow. Let me add Crow there because I've got unfinished business with him.
All right. So on your team, you've got Kwato Kid, you've got Becky the taxi driver, and yourself. And on the other team, you've got Crow, Nightmare, and Skull.
Definitely.
All right. Now, is this a hardcore match? Because it sounds like a hardcore match.
Last man standing.
Oh, God.
Guts.
Oh, man.
Anything goes. Yes, definitely anything goes.
Okay, we're gonna have this in an empty arena because obviously no arena is gonna handle this level of rock and roll.
Yeah, I think that would have been an epic match of destruction, you know.
Yeah. Did you ever have a chance to wrestle him, Skull?
I did have a match with Skull on THUNDERSTRIKE.
Okay.
And what a smooth wrestler actually he was smooth, and it wasn't a brawl at all, huh?
Okay.
Damn, he was your Mick Foley.
Yeah.
Mick Foley of WWE, man.
Yeah. A lot towards the end of the year, towards the end of his career, I understand it was more brawling and you'd bump for him and things like that. But people don't realize that in his earlier career, he was actually a very smooth, a very technical wrestler.
No, he was. He was one of the best.
Yeah.
I think I was the first guy that could actually give him a hip toss by then. He was a big athlete and his support was immaculate. Remember, I was a youngster by then.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a very good wrestler.
Now he always spoke of wanting to do a moonsault off the top rope. Would you have taken it?
At that specific age, a few years back, yes, I would have.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Hey, go for a moonsault, I'll take it. Remember, at Wrestle Monster 5, we had Alicia, how many meters up in the air?
Oh, yeah.
He came down and we had no choice.
Yeah.
No, I'll take it. I'm still strong, huh? I'm still strong, so yeah, I'll take it.
Oh, man, that's cool.
You'll just say the next question and I'll just go with it.
That's it. Xterminator, a few years ago, you suffered, I would probably say, a catastrophic knee injury. A lot of people thought you weren't going to recover from it. Tell us about the injury itself, and tell us how you overcame that, because everybody thought it was the end of your career.
We were doing the M10 ad
Yeah.
by that time. Anansi, myself, Joe Dozer, quite a kid. I think it was the M10 ad. And I went up to the ring, jumped down, my foot got stuck, and I torn all my ligaments.
Right.
Also, the cartilage in between the knee was shattered. So it was very catastrophic. Like you mentioned, excuse my English, I'm not that good in English, but yes, it was a bad injury. So I was down and out. Couldn't do legs for a while. I had to pick myself up eventually. Right. Getting to the stage where rehabilitation was my daily routine, my prayer and whatsoever. So by God's grace, my rehabilitation and training, constant training, hard work, going through the pain, working through the pain, I got through that. But mentally, it really was a big challenge for me mentally. And going to matches all the time, going to watch other wrestlers wrestle, that motivated me. Seeing the fans next to me, yeah, that was the motivation. And eventually, after a while, I recovered. And like I said, it's all because of prayer, number one. Number two, fans' motivation, the love for the sport, the passion I've got for wrestling, and also me stuck into the routine of rehabilitation, going through the pain. I just believe I might get back to it again, yeah.
Cool. After the talent that you saw at the Arnold's and thing, and the talent that's coming up, and you mentioned, what is your hope for professional wrestling in South Africa going forward?
Definitely growth. Definitely growth. Lockdown and COVID, man, that did damage. Remember when we were in India, we had so much talent that is supposed to come to South Africa after that. So definitely growth. South African wrestling can grow, and from a more professional perspective, wrestlers, promotions, all of these guys actually coming together to get wrestling where it used to be before COVID. I've got a few years left. Give me 3-4 years maybe, but growth. I would like South African wrestling to grow. I would like us to go to a stadium where it's sold out again, where we can draw fans, where they can like individual wrestlers like they used to like the legends. Also to leave a legacy like your Donnie Brits, your Jan Walkers, your Donnie Furkers, your Tornadoes, your Doors and Yards. We'd like to leave that legacy. So again, and I'm going to say it over and over, South African wrestling needs to grow. And the only way that can grow for us is for the promoters to stand together. And that's it. Work as a team.
That's it. Now, you're up here now. I'm giving you 1 minute to cut a promo on any professional wrestler in South Africa.
Any professional wrestler?
Any professional wrestler. And you're not allowed to choose me because you beat me up on the Arnold's. That was not cool.
You know what I'll really love to have in South African wrestling? To have a solid Royal Rumble like we used to have it in the old days with Tornadoes for on the shows.
Yeah.
I'd like to be in a match with Anansi coming in, Don you as well, Mr. Wrestler. Hey, let's add Steve Eden and all those guys, all the legends like they're doing it at WWE.
Yeah.
So to each and every wrestler upcoming, the best of the best at this moment, I'm coming for you. I'd love and actually love to have all the matches I had before, to have it over again against all my opponents. So for me, vir my, en ek gaan dit sê in Afrikaans,
Yeah.
vir my, om te eindig op 'n high, om te sê, ek was daar, ek het dit gedoen, ek het dit weer gedoen, en ek kan afsluit om te sê, dit is die beste half van my lewe in pro wrestling.
Yeah.
So my promo will be to have a match with each and every one. I can wrestle again. I used to wrestle, I'm going to wrestle again, or whatever. My money's up, I can't even think. So I'm so excited
Yeah.
about South African wrestling currently. So that's my promo.
Awesome, man. I thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.
You've seen a lot of talent come and go from professional wrestling in South Africa. Who for you was the most talented person you've seen, and who was the most talented person you've been in the ring with? I'm talking about South African talent.
Talking about old school guys or most recent?
I'm talking about across the board. Across the board.
If you look at good talent coming through, and remember, I'm looking at a war at the hardcore side
Yeah.
of what's happening in South African wrestling. So remember, we were overseas, and I have to elaborate on this. We were in NXT, all those places, and the entertainment side of wrestling there is more entertaining and hardcore. Wow, man. Looking at Arnold's, let's talk about the past weekend at Arnold's.
Yeah.
There was two youngsters coming through with the tryouts. Please correct me with the names, because I didn't catch their names. It was a match, Jax.
Oh, Jackson Chris Kotzer.
I would love to be in the ring with either one of them. Hardcore talent, solid talent, punches land. Man, yeah, that's great talent coming through. If I have to go back, just give me a few seconds to think about it. El Mascarado, that used to train with at Anansi's gym.
Yeah.
Damn, man, that boy had talent. Like no one's business. Looking at Zizo himself, great talent. Looking at Devin Shooter, your second, third generation guys. It's like a genetic feed from their dads.
Yeah.
Man, we had great talent here. Wow. Even, and this is not to suck up, Don. You coming through in leaps and bounds yourself, from commentating our first Royal Rumble. And you've turned into one of the good wrestlers now. I don't want to pinpoint names. I'd rather go back to the last weekend where we were.
Yeah.
But those talent were a really good talent. And with me being in pro wrestling for quite a while now, those are two guys I'd like to work with in the future. To give back what I've got.
Yeah.
From all the experience I've got from all over the world. So that's the latest talent I'd like to tell you, yes.
Right. Now, when we did the WWP Thunderstrike tapings and things like that, what was the one match that you did that really stood out for you? Your favorite match?
I'll want to give you a controversial match.
Okay.
But let's look at a match with me and Steve Eden.
Okay.
I have to mention it. We were still youngsters. And then in the match, the top broke.
Okay.
And we couldn't continue with the match. We were supposed to. And as professional as we were at that stage, we were not that experienced at that stage.
Right.
Don, but we continued being professional. We finished the match there. So that was a match that really stood out for me.
Right.
And if I have to look at a most memorable match, and I actually missed the guy, was the match between me and Beast. I don't know if you remember the Beast.
I don't remember it. I have to go look it up.
Beast was the guy that came out with the cage.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
Okay. Yeah, I remember it now.
What?
I remember it now.
A solid but good match. And that was one of the best characters. If you look at a character or gimmick like Mr. Wrestling,
Yeah.
you can't be that currently in South Africa.
Yeah.
But if you look at Beast at that specific moment, damn, that was an awesome gimmick with great talent. And that match was just me, him. That's at Thunderstrike, wow. It's some kind of mod fit. At Thunderstrike, that was the match that stood out for me.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, I just want to get one relationship is good with Mark, and sometimes it's been a little bit abrasive with Mark. How is your relationship now with him?
You know, Mark Bill, I always had that, you just mentioned it before, the abrasive attitude. I've always respected Mark as a promoter and being my boss.
Yeah.
But in my early, younger days, yes, I was arrogant once in a while. But with Mark, got a very good relationship. I love the way he does stuff now.
Yeah.
By giving everyone an equal opportunity from all different federations to show their work.
Yeah.
So actually, with maturity came a better relationship between me and Mark.
Right.
That's what I love about Mark at this specific stage. I have to admit, I don't usually admit when I'm at fault, but on my younger days I was actually very arrogant. So, and windgat.
Yeah.
Lekker fucking windgat. Excuse my French there.
Well, we'll bleep it out in post-production, it's fine.
But I've heard that French word from the Meadows. So
there we go.
Understand what I'm
There we
saying.
go.
So yeah, no, I've got a very good relationship with Mark. The previous promoters as well, got good relationship with them.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark does know me, he understands me for the last 22 years.
Yeah.
So we've got a good relationship. No, love to work with Mark on our way forward. So yeah.